Hey guys, it's me Dan. Welcome back to once again another Roblox Piggy video, and today we'll be going over a pretty interesting topic, at least for me, and that is Mr. Potato really evil? Alright? That's gotta be one of the biggest questions in Roblox Piggy to ever exist, in my honest opinion. Because every single chapter since chapter 5, yeah, where we got Mr. Potato in the cutscene, everyone from that point started talking or discussing whether Mr. Potato is actually evil. So today I'm gonna be giving you guys some examples, some theories, I'm gonna give you a lot of proof today, alright? So if you don't like info-packed videos, then I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible so everyone can understand it. So I'm gonna summarize it right now. We're gonna go over the simple basics. It's gonna be really simple. Then we're gonna go a little in depth into the story, and in the end, we're gonna do a summary on whether Mr. Potato is actually evil. All right. So seems pretty fun. So let's actually dive straight into it. All right. Starting off, we met Mr. Potato for the first time in the ending cutscene for Chapter 5 in the school, where he was basically in the sewers waiting to rescue us and Bunny. That was all good. That was perfect. But then we basically got into a hospital. There's perhaps a chance that we got like poisoned, or that we got knocked out. So please correct me down in the comments if I got this one wrong. Alright, so thank you for that. Anyways, since then we moved on to chapter 6. That was pretty normal because after school we got hospital. After hospital, that was kind of weird because Mr. Potato basically left us right there. He didn't say anything at all other than him leaving a small note behind, which basically says, "I'm doing this for our own good." Alright, I'm guessing most of you guys know about it because, I made a lot of videos on chapter 7, so on chapter 6, so you guys know how it is. He basically left a note saying that he's sorry for this, that he is only for our good. Then he left, and after that we haven't seen him since then. Minitoon has confirmed that Mr. Potato will be making a comeback in Chapter 8. So if you haven't seen my leaks video, then I suggest you watch it because I summarized all the leaks that Minitoon himself has given us over on his Twitter. So you guys can watch that video to be informed about all the cool stuff, about all the leaks, because I do that all the time in my videos. So what we know now is the basics. That's what you've learned in this video so far, but we're still missing the main point, and that is Mr. Potato evil or is he friendly? So let me actually start off by talking about the negative side, because I have so many negative thoughts on Mr. Potato, which keep shifting, which keep changing. So maybe after the next chapter, we might find out that he's actually a good guy. You never know, alright? So let me actually give you my own opinion, non-biased opinion on Mr. Potato, alright? So Mr. Potato, in my opinion, is a bad guy. He's a bad character since he has a pretty sad backstory that not that many people know of. That his daughter, she was basically dying and he had to make her cure, and after that we don't really know anything about it. Okay, we know that he created a cure, and not really, but it's supposed to be a cure which basically turns people into monsters. We know that he used a family of pigs on testing, which, yes, that's a family from chapter 1, alright, and in which, yes, the George Piggy was last missing. It's all connected to each other. It's all vitally connected to each other. So then he just poisoned the teacher, etc, etc. We all know how it goes. So negative side, I think he's actually a negative character that did try some tests on the piggies that agreed to the test. But at the same time, Mr. Potato is a bad guy because he poisoned so many people, and overall his entire his entire character is just like mysterious. It's all weird. You know, it's so sketchy. No one really likes to believe him. Everyone thinks he's always lying, but there is that like 10% chance that he's actually a good guy, and that all the time I was just, jumping into conclusions. That's also possible. We should never, discount that. So in my own opinion, Mr. Potato is a negative character that poisons people on purpose. That is actually a bad character, alright? So that's my own take on it. But also we have some positive things on Mr. Potato, which I'm gonna go over right now. Alright, positive things about Mr. Potato. That's gotta be one of the hardest things personally for me to decipher. Mr. Potato, in my own eyes, is a bad character, alright? But he also has some positive things on his side. So we know that his family was basically dying, and he just wanted to help them. He wanted to cure them. So we should not always jump into conclusions. So we know he was pretty much acting like a good guy all the time along until chapter 6, but I'm still so confused about his character. It's so messy. We don't have enough background stories, etc. Other than that, Bunny doesn't have that much like story, but we can tell she's a good person because of her actions, of her speech, especially in chapter 7 Metro, when in the final cutscene she was literally saying that like, please let me go, or like, you can go, escape. Yeah, you can tell she's a good guy. But when it comes to Mr. Potato, he's that secret, he's that weird character in this storyline. And big props to Minnie for like hiding his true personality, because like, okay, the only like his only like affections are like him showing his personality, like really showing his personality, was maybe only in chapter 6. Okay, when he was feeling emotional, like he did that for us. Other than that, nothing. He's such a weird character, but I love him. I love that like secret. I like how he's so he's not talking at all. He's like hiding all the time. And now that he even escaped, I'm guessing, and I keep saying this a lot of times, either on my Discord, you can join that, in this link is gonna be in the comments, or just in general, that Mr. Potato is working on something, alright? I'm telling you, he's a sketchy character, and I wouldn't be even surprised if we got a boss fight in like chapter 12. Also, there's a lot of possibilities on what could happen. I just don't want to jump to conclusion when it's extremely hard to literally predict a single chapter at this point. Because like back in the day, you could have predicted like chapter 2, chapter 3, almost without a problem. But now that we have so much lore, so much stuff to just to collect, so much stuff to talk about, it becomes really hard. So don't expect me to give you like 100% accurate just information about Mr. Potato. So if I had to be honest, I would give Mr. Potato a 70% chance that in general he's gonna be a good guy. But on the other hand, 30% is that he's a bad person. Alright? There's a chance that in chapter 8 he might try to kill all of us. There's a chance he might try to explain everything. And if you guys watched a summary made by one other YouTuber, which I forgot his name now, I apologize for that. Well, basically, there is one YouTuber who made a summary, and all the chapters on Piggy was extremely well made. Big props to him. But he mentioned that Mr. Potato could be an evil character. But yes, he mentioned that we have so many chapters to go, so you guys can tell I'm not the only one, who's having this big of a problem. So I'm gonna conclude today's episode. Hopefully it wasn't that messy. Hopefully you guys got most of it. If you did, please leave a like below and comment down below, and you can subscribe as well. It's gonna mean a lot to me. Other than that, I'm gonna end the video now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you. Bye.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink. savage.